This right here is a 1/24 scale 2006 Pontiac Solstice by Maisto. Now I think this is a pretty prime example of 1/24 scale by Maisto where you have a little bit of some setbacks in terms of detailing compared to the 1/18 scale. However, the 1/24 scale is also a great option if you prefer a smaller model. Like most 1/24 scale Maistos, the doors do open and the hood opens. However, the trunk or boot, whatever you call it, does not open, unfortunately. Detailing inside is, well, pretty minimal. It's moderately detailed. There are some decals in there, as you can see, near the gauges for speed and fuel and temperature and such, but not much detailing there. Color scheme inside this car is really well done. I especially like this tan colored interior with the gray and the blue. I think it really stands out nicely. The rear view mirror, however, I'm not sure why they did this. It is just a transparent plastic piece. It seems a bit odd for Maisto to do something like that, especially since this is a convertible model. But that is a bit of a setback there. These rear view mirrors are actually built into the doors. They're solid metal, so they will not break off. Nice feature. And there is a bit of reflective sticker on there, so you can see a bit of a reflection in the mirror. Find the Pontiac logo right here in between the two seats, and the seats do move forward and backward. Nice little feature. The doors open very nicely. I like this type of door hinge system. I don't know the name of it exactly, but it is nice. However, they are a bit loose and like to move up and down a little bit, so if you close it briskly, sometimes it might not catch correctly. As you can see, it's a little bit above the rest, so you just have to be careful that that shuts correctly so that the door line is plush with the rest of the car. Back here, you can see the Pontiac logo and the Solstice logo. Right here is the Pontiac symbol. That's a custom license plate decal I had sitting around from the house that was left over from a Revell model that I had built in the past. I just chose to use a different plate for that. Taillight detailing, well, pretty good for this scale. Not much detail in there to be found. You can also see the little pegs in there that hold the headlight in. So does the Spider version. Shut lines, oh, they look pretty good, pretty big here though. With this door, the shut line is pretty big, especially between the hood and this door right here. You can see quite a big gap right there, unfortunately. A little bit less so here, but still a significant gap there. And also in the front. Pretty significant gap in the front. That is a bit unfortunate. However, I believe that is needed for the hood to open up. It does open up forward, much like a Corvette. The engine compartment is, well, pretty stark. Not much detailing put in there. That is unfortunate. A few little silver painted details. Just not much detailing in there to be said of. That is a bit of a setback, unfortunately. Headlights, not much detail there. Lights here are just painted over in silver, much like the front grille. You can find the Pontiac logo here. The grille is just a plastic piece, not much detailing there, nor with the headlights, so it's a bit unfortunate. Also, there is no suspension. That's quite common with this scale. Unfortunately, the front of the car here rides fairly low, as the wheels look a little bit squashed down. But if you pinch them at the bottom, they do reset somewhat, but they do like to kind of push out towards the bottom. That's a bit unfortunate too. The front wheels do turn, however not with the steering wheel. You don't find that often with 1/24 scale, that the steering wheel turns with the wheels, so that's a fairly common thing to find. Wheels look pretty nice. I like the casting they use for these wheels. Very nice. Look very realistic. Paint job, terrific. Nice little detailing here with the door handle. Subtle, but it's there. Also nice silver paint along the windscreen frame. Very nicely done. Pretty realistic. Underneath, Not much detail to be found at all. In terms of the plastic mold is very detailed. No separate coloring, no color scheme whatsoever. It's very, very stark. The only thing to be found is right here. It says 2006 Pontiac Solstice, used under license, Maisto, etc. But that's pretty much it in terms of the bottom. Very, very simple. This right back here looks like some sort of mesh, perhaps for a grill of some sort. Not much detail there. Exhaust pipe, also just a plastic piece. I would have liked to see more detail put in, but I do believe that there is a 1/18th version of this made by Maisto. So if you want to go pay a little bit more, go a little bit the extra mile for a larger scale car, say 118, you will find a lot more detail in that version. On this side, you'll find that the shut lines are still pretty big, a little bit smaller than the other side actually, so it's a little bit inconsistent there. Shut lines are a little big on this car. I don't like that too much, but it looks alright. As you look down the side of the car, back here, especially in the rear, very smooth looking, very, very smooth and flush. They did a great job with the shut lines along this door right here. Very nicely done. It looks fantastic with the silver wheels. I really like this blue color. I think it also comes in a red. And I'm not sure if this model is available anymore. I actually bought it at Walt Disney World. They had a little gift shop that went along with the test track ride there. That's a car theme, so I bought that in there as a souvenir. This model is pretty good. Would I recommend it? Sure. It's good for younger children especially. I think a younger child would really appreciate this, given that it's not easy to break. Pretty sturdy model. In terms of giving it to a child, the wheels in the front are a little bit fragile. The wheels feel like they could pull off easily if under great stress. But otherwise, for a collector, absolutely great model for a collector. Definitely a cheap car in terms of price. It's a nice little budget car that Maisto produced. I think they did a great job with the detailing. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to post them in the comments section. I'll be sure to answer them as quickly as possible. If you'd like to see this car in greater detail, there's also a photo gallery, link in the description, and thank you for watching.